How's it going? Spirit just hit record. That was kind of crazy. I was sizing myself up in the camera and it just hit record on me. A little bit strange with some change, but it was a nice exchange. I'll do a little tarot reading for you here today. Day before the portal. What do we got here? What's we got in store for us here? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Getting that dream job. Something you've been longing for. King of Cups is emotional satisfaction. Yeah, wish fulfillment. And then, but you got a choice to make. You cross between two worlds here. What world do you want? What route do you want to go? And it's between, looks like it's going to be between, passion and looks like truth and thoughts. Your thoughts seem to kind of cross you over. What your passions are. Is this socially accepted? Is this something you really want to do? Are you on the right path? And are you going to be led to safety and to your destination, whatever that may be? People, places, things, whatever that might mean to you. Spirit. And you see, she's got no eyes in here. She's got no eyes. They're rolled in the back of her head. She's deep into thought, and it's like weighing heavily on her. Yes. Weighing heavy. And this is regards to the wish fulfillment. You're landing that dream job, being in safety, and at peace too, and comfortable in your knowledge of expertise and your skill set, being comfortable enough to take that leap of faith to go for it. All right, Spirit, shows. Wow, there's a jumper. I don't know about jumpers still. I'm still kind of fresh. Let's see. Spirit, what is this decision in regards to? Can you clarify this? Two of Swords in regards to the dream job, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah, Spirit says take them. There's quite a bit of cards here. All right. There it, oh, that's it, like that. Okay. And this, yes. So you're coming out of the Hanged Man. Kind of these residual energies of which direction now, Hanged Man in reverse is like you got the enlightenment that you were looking for. So what are you going to do with it? It's in reverse, you're on your feet. You got your hands up in the air like you're praising the Lord. And X marks the spot. You're the spot. You're the treasure. I hope you went into enlightenment and found out that you are the treasure. You are the leader. You are the guide. You will have Three of Cups. This is a celebration. This is a reason to celebrate. This is the social gathering. This is the reunion. A reunion of friends. A reunion of co-workers, whatever it may be. You're coming into a reunion of happiness and of celebration because you praise the Lord. You got your enlightenment, and it's a reason to celebrate. And the Page of Cups is this time is ticking out. It's ticking out. This fish can't stay out of water for too long. And, it's just like a fish out of water. You're going to run out of time, and before long, that thing's going to dry up. The opportunity is going to dry up, and it's going to be passed on to someone else. So while you hold this opportunity in your hand, make a damn decision on what you want to do and go for it. The Star in the upright, healed. You went through the healing process. You're looking out that window again. You're You're enlightened. You're seeing the world without the rose-colored glasses. You took those bastards off, and you're just looking at the world the way it should be viewed. And with an enlightened mind, with the third eye chakra open and the crown coming, you better be using that third eye to look at the world with. You have abilities now within you, and you attract people, much like a movie star. You're going to be attracting people, and this kind of reminds me of the Pope standing at the window and the crowd of people underneath. That enlightenment right here, the heart chakra wide open, the healed heart. It's going to allow this person to speak. It's going to allow this person to open up their throat chakra, but also with the throat chakra, be able to have their third eye open as well. And that's what this card signifies. And it's praise the Lord coming out of that dang hangman position. You finally got it after so long of hanging there. Your body's just the flesh is gone. You sat there and got sunburnt for this whole time. But you see, I could almost see an image right there. You've been under this. You see the devil, the mark of the beast on the head there. Do you see the face there? I just see some kind of a demonic kind of I don't know, something that was very, very difficult for you. And to be able to pull out of that is amazing, and to break your chains from the devil is awesome. You're not on that cutting board anymore, you're freeing yourself, and it's the mark is on you that may as well get a tattoo of the battles that you've struggled through, and that's kind of maybe like a similitude to your healing, I don't know. Something's referring to the body. Maybe you do have a tattoo on your body that's in similitude to your healing. It's I think it's great. I don't have any tattoos, but I would consider one going through what I've been through here. So right here we have the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins. This is an older woman in the depiction here, but this is someone who is. I'm getting the impression that you need to have somebody help you with your finances as far as planning and retirement, and to get your money in order. There's an abundant amount of money coming in with this enlightenment, and reason to celebrate. But you're going to need to plan your money wisely and to be able to reinvest and to do things with this money. But this might be some kind of a lottery winning or some kind of a game of chance, and to be able to take full advantage of the amount there and to reinvest is a very smart idea. And I think that's referring to that, but it could be also referring to yourself. You've waited a long damn time to feel like you had some kind of a level of fulfillment as far as like your job. Maybe you're coming into retirement and you're having that retirement, but if you're not, I think this is a good plan to get a financial planner in state, and so that way you can retire early perhaps and not have to be this old and realize that you've made it. You can make it sooner than that. That's part of this portal is realizing that we are in full control of manifestations and to bring about what we think about. So stay positive and realize that you don't have to wait or even put in as much of the hard work that you would have to in the past. So this is very an enlightening card, and it's very hopeful to be able to see that you could do this without being old. Retire young. Why not? Don't stop living. You're one of the chosen. If you're listening to this message, you are chosen to keep spreading the light. There's been light that's been showed unto you, and you have like a match in a matchbook. You've been lit, and so it's time for you to share that torch, so to speak. And to light up other people as well. This is the compassion that needs to be in the world, to share your gifts, share your talents, share your abundance. Especially if you're old and you got quite a lot, and you're retired, and make this the best part of your life. You know, the golden years is to spread that gold character that you are. You have a golden ticket to heaven, and so shine. And then right here, this is in the reverse right here, so it's the Five of Spears. This is a confrontations and disputes and arguments, petty stuff, fighting over petty things, and it's like one against the other, and it's just mayhem, constant arguing and bickering, stuff like that. That's going to be set to the side in all your dealings. So it's going to be a much easier way of communicating. Communicating what your needs are, but also receiving a validation of what your needs are from the other person or group, and being able to find compromise, you know, find solutions to problems. That's the key. You know, I don't know, something was just an impression to be focused on holistic healing, be focused on your chakras and their current state of enlightenment, and to know where your deficiencies are so that you can heal completely. So the other thing is we need to flip a new deck here. We got this deck right here. This is a wonderful deck. It's one of my favorite decks. I love it.
See if Mom needs anything.
And this one here is this deck right here. The Oracle, the Mystical Shaman Oracle. It's so awesome. Anyway, let's continue onward. And let's get a few clarifications off of these cards here. A few clarifications. That was a clarification off of the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Kind of spread us down here what your decision is, what the decision's all about. And it's like, quit bickering and fighting. And you know what? You have this grand opportunity right before you. So why don't you take advantage of that and use the healing that was provided you to bring in your coin. You know, bring in your money and bring in your abundance. You know, it's a reason to celebrate. You have enlightenment. You know, X marks the spot. You know where the treasure is. Go for it. You know, but holding yourself back. You know, it's not maybe both decisions are necessary. Maybe one before the other, but like get going on one of them at least. You know, and the more you sit and think about it, the more time you waste just not taking action. You know, much like me doing this reading right now. I've always been a big believer in thinking that each time I do a reading, whether it be private or for a video online, I always think to myself that the video is for me. You know, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, I come away from the reading, being the reader, thinking to myself, "Wow, that was kind of for me." So it's been a roller coaster ride since I've decided to read tarot, and it's been a fun roller coaster ride. I remember being a kid, and I would throw a fit because my dad and uncles and stuff would try to force me on a roller coaster, and I was kind of a wimp, didn't ever want to go, and I always passed on the opportunity. But we were in Las Vegas at Circus, and I remember just screaming like a little bitch. But I finally got on that sucker, and I remember just going through the first loop, and went through the next loop, and I finally started to realize, hell, this is kind of fun, you know. I rode that roller coaster for the rest of the evening. Probably rode it 15 times in a row, and it was the funnest time of my life up to that point, you know. And it was like, oh man, why am I letting fear control me? And at a young age, that was a great lesson to learn, you know. It's like, why be afraid of something if it was that much fun? And I knew about how much fear I had before going on it. Man, I mean, same thing with doing readings for you right now online. So it's just kind of take that leap of faith, trust in yourself, but trust in your guides, trust in the universe to not let you fall flat on your face. You know, take that leap of faith and know that you're gonna be okay. That you're gonna be led and guided through each step of the way. All right, Spirit. I had a bunch of cards keep flying out, but I was in the middle of kind of conversating with you about this reading and the direction it's going. So we have clarifications to make on Let's see here. What this opportunity is. What the opportunity is and why is there a reason to celebrate. You know, you have the reason to celebrate. Yeah, you got an awakening, but the awakening isn't it. You know, the awakening is what took place within your life that happened for you rather than happening to you. You have that realization and you have, you know, with it, the healing. So, I mean, yeah, it's a reason to celebrate, but I think this is more of an inner celebration that you finally have some realizations and some aha moments. But I think this reason to celebrate is more connected to this opportunity and taking advantage of this opportunity. What's this opportunity that's that you carry within you that can lead to, you know, some you know, the 10 of Cups and complete happiness. You know, 10 of Cups is with your family, the white picket fence, the property, the house, the business, and just you know, generational kind of wealth and abundance within yourself. So you can see the possibilities and the opportunity, and you're staring it right in the eyes. And that, my friend, is the reason to celebrate right there. And that brings people together, is this celebration and the realization of that. Let's get a clarification on that. This reason to celebrate and the opportunity that's before you. So many opportunities. If you really look at it, you can see, yeah, look at that. So many opportunities just flopping around everywhere. So you just gotta, you know, pay mind to what your skill sets are, but also pay mind to what the Spirit's been guiding you towards. Like just go back in your recent past and kind of do a little research on what it is that you've been led and guided to, you know. And so don't just rule things out because you're kind of angry at it, and don't rule things out because you have some kind of a disimposed reaction to what happened as of late. You went through an enlightening moment and moments and a period of time where you were challenged and you were tested and you were pushed to your maximum limits. And so yeah, there was going to be things that you used to love that you kind of feel a little bit challenged with, but you have been trained your entire life in some areas, and you shouldn't allow those things to just drift away from you. Those are actually part of the blessing, is to see how much you actually really want it. What came out right here is the staff, and we have the giraffe. It's like having that bird's eye view, but having grounding. You know, your all 4 feet are on the ground, but you just are a head above the competition. You can see everything as if you were a bird, you know, and you can see it from a tall standpoint, and you can see things as they come, and kind of just make your own judgment calls on things and see it before it even happens. It's kind of like this psychic ability, but just the word, the staff. You know, I just see that as a crew, or as people coming together and forming a staff. Or this could be like a staff that you carry like a cane, you know, and it's a staff that you rely on, and it's somebody that's reliable. You know, this is a reason to celebrate, is you now have something you can rely upon. And let's say that it's the spirit team. I take this as the spirit team. So they're above, and they can see all around us and above us and see what things are coming and give us warning, and it's something that we can count on. It's that connection to spirit. And so the other card right here is the luminous warrior. Yes, the path being lit before you, and you reaching this enlightenment into your crown chakra. And you can see that he's got a sacral chakra over here that's enlightened as well. And they're viewed as moons. They're no longer in the dark, you know. They're out in the open in the sunlight, and that might be a belt buckle, but no, it's a moon, and it's from his gut. He's got this gut feeling that just adds to his third eye and his crown chakras. He just has a knowing, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to have these two together in congruence to one another. To be able to have your spirit team as well as yourself, your own spirit, in congruence with one another and in agreement. Wow, what an enlightenment period. What a portal to walk through. That is just in complete honoring of one another, and just in agreement all the time, and just getting validation quickly at the snap of a finger. That's beautiful. And this guy, he kind of looks like what's his name? The rocker. What's his name? Oh, he sings. Oh, geez, I can't think of his name. Look at him. You know who I'm talking about. Oh, for love. Do anything for love. I can't think of his dang name. It's that Jim Carrey movie, The Cable Guy, and they're doing that music video, and Jim Carrey's in there just making a fool of himself. But yeah, that's the music video that comes to mind too. But and the Cable Guy too. So that's coming to mind too as well. So it's just like having channels. Yes, being able to channel through messages that are given to you by enlightenment, but also given to you by inspiration, given to you by related things that you can make relation to. So it's just bouncing back and forth, and there's a translation going on between the two. So, and I mean, we're very linear, human beings are, but the spiritual realm, it's multidimensional, and to be able to relay messages and to be able to channel into these messages, you've got to be, diverse, and know the diversity of your language, know the diversity of the things that surround you, so you can pick up on what the messages are. Yeah, so that's what it is. I went through a roundabout way to get there, but channeling, being able to channel the words that are flowing through your mind, and be able to decipher what that means, and to kind of get in tune with what the Spirit's trying to convey at this time. So yeah, that was a beautiful example right there. Thank you, Spirit. All right, and moving on, we have right here I just kind of got like this feeling like I was gonna jump into the swimming pool off the high dive, in that feeling right before you hit the water, and you know it's cold. I kind of got that feeling when I picked up these cards. So that's very enlightening too. We're gonna see what this is all about. So yeah, it's like having that last cry, over something that was so trivial, but you let it drag out for so long. That last and then letting it go, and you just letting it go, and not letting there be a reason for drama. You're not here for drama, and as soon as there's drama, you check out, because you got bigger and better things to worry about. You're the Queen of Coins right here. The Queen of Coins is more sophisticated. It's somebody who's more in charge of their finances, somebody that's going to make business-minded decisions over some drama. They're going to be more of the mind more than they are of a heart in certain circumstances, especially when it involves drama. And they're just going to go straight to the logic of things rather than to the emotional side of things, because that's what really causes drama, right? Is when people don't agree on an emotional level. But when you get logical about things, you can find more agreement there, and you can be more problem solving in this way, when you kind of mute out the emotion of the situation and look at it logically. So yeah. So that's what's happening right here in this reading, is being able to see clearly with this staff, but then have that see clearly through the spirit of the staff, but then see clearly through yourself and your own spirit. So let's clarify this right here in this Five of Spears with the Queen of Coins. Five of Spears in the reverse, though, like there's drama being lifted. There's so much drama just taken away, and like you finally got over those crying. You can feel good now. You can actually go about your day and go, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have puffy eyes anymore. I had puffy eyes for a week, whatever it might be. You can actually go out in public and not feel like you've been crying the whole time. But here we are. We have a card just rifling out of the deck here. Yeah, the Circle. You can see there's handprints on this card. The card is a 8, and so that's very significant to the month, but also the day tomorrow. I'm doing this reading on the 7th. Right before the portal opens, but you can see like this I mean, the circle, the portal, I mean, I'm talking about the portal for a reason at this time, with the 8 number being there. Everything is not coincidence. I mean, this is direct from spirit. This is many hands have gone before you. And you can look at people around you, and you can see that people, this 8 isn't just something that's happening this year. I mean, there's great significance to this year, but this happens every single year, and it's everything's based around on the moon cycle, and so you can see people that have actually taken advantage of these opportunities to walk through portals in their own lives, and it's the successful people around you, the people that have wisdom. Wisdom is a key indicator of someone who's walked through a portal, and it's this realization, this logic over emotion, and be able to decide if you're also with the emotions too. You're taking on other people's emotions, and realizing that you are taking on emotions of other people's as an empath is very challenging. And that was the awakening that I was going through, is realizing, man, all these outbursts and things that I've gone through and throughout my life, I guess, I was feeling other people, and I put that to the test through the last year, and kind of just been more observant rather than absorbent, and I've seen the difference that it's made in my life, and being able to decipher what emotions are mine and what emotions are someone else's. So that eliminated a lot of the drama that I was having within myself, the emotional battles that I was suffering from, and then also the mental conflicts. And that going back to this, being blind because of it, being so overwhelmed with all this mental and emotional conflict, you couldn't find a happy medium there. And man, what a wreck I imagine I was, But I hope this reading is helping you in this way, that you can see the importance of this portal, being able to decipher emotions from your own, and then also being able to kind of pinpoint whose emotions are whose, and that kind of gives you an energetic a tap into people, and to be able to utilize your psychic ability for your own safety, but also for the safety of others, and to have that caring hand that you want to be. You're an empath, so what is it you're going to do about it? You have this ability now, so what are you going to do with it? I mean, there's so much that you can do as an empath, and there's not really a career field for it, but being empathic is actually a very good thing. I would say put it on your resume, but nonetheless, I think that being empathic is a very high quality, and it allows you to have compassion for other people as well. And it allows you to have understanding. It allows you to connect to the other person or a group of people. When you can walk into a room, say it's a meeting, and you can feel the energy and pull on energy from each person around the round table, say, and you can kind of get an energetic feel of the room and know how to approach the situation or the circumstances that need to be talked about and discussed, and how to approach certain people too, and to hold reservation for the emotions that aren't going to serve the purpose of the meeting. So that you see this round table and the hands around the table. So yeah, everything is being discussed for a purpose. The center, coming to center with who we are, but coming to center with the purpose that we're here to serve. So yeah, the circle of life. The circle, and you think of, I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm getting this hit, but it's just something that just hit me, and it's like the planet Earth. We're a growing planet, and the faster we spin around, the more the Earth is growing, and so that's like our consciousness as well. So the more that we develop and allow our minds to grow, the more that we'll have expansion, the more that our conscious can be expanded, and we can use more parts of our brain and connected to our heart, and realizing these chakras and having a voice in between the two, and being able to express ourselves, the expression of ourselves, our true colors, our identity, and so like, yeah, some sort of a just expansion of knowledge, and expansion of being able to tap into a collective energy, being able to teach yourself truths, and because you're standing in your own truth, and being in your own truth, you're just enlightened. You're enlightened, and the sky's the limit, and you will have a collaborative team effort And that's what this circle is signifying to me as well. Each person playing a role and actually fills the shoes of that role, you know. And it's a beautiful thing when you got a good team. And so yeah, let's move on with this. We're going to go into another deck here. Let's see. So I see where the reading's kind of going. So I just want to see, you know, what this opportunity is, what's bringing the collaboration here, and this with this ability that you now have. Is this a career field, or is this something more of a spiritual field? You know, and I'm being drawn to this deck right here, and so yeah, this one right here is this deck. The spellcasting oracle deck. So we're going to use another oracle, and we're going to get a little bit of a spread on what's going on as far as the career options here. I'm sure there's a couple options. Obviously there's two, and so let's narrow it down some. I mean, obviously you're being enlightened onto a spiritual side of things, so it'd be foolish of me to ask, you know, what career kind of field we're going into here. But it's like you're young into it. See this these horns here, they're not real a big rack of antlers or anything like that. So it's like you're fresh into the field. And so yeah, you got to find your place, you got to find your niche. So it might be necessary to do both. You know, you got to have a means of making money, but you also got to advance yourself in this new knowledge, this new world that we're entering into, this new dimension. And the beautiful thing when people come together like this, and they realize the enhancements, the upgrades, the downloads that they receive from heaven or from spirit or from universe, whatever you want to call it. We're receiving higher consciousness. And so yeah, right here, yes, just kind of what I was just saying here. So yeah, it's financial health, you know, and that's, we're kind of going down underneath these cards, being able to be focused on our financial health. So that's just adding to that. But it's a bonsai plant here, and that's also a sign of luck. So it's financial health, and it's growth, and it's just, you see it's illuminated, and it's growing wildly, and it's like a rebellious tree. You know, these trees will grow on the side of a cliff, and that's exactly what it's showing right here is a cliff. And you can see down below it there's a rainbow. I mean, this is just everything mystical you can imagine. So yeah, don't give up on your dreams, especially your childhood dreams. And obviously, if you've gone through an awakening, you've gone back to your childhood, and you've kind of healed yourself. You allowed your higher self to guide your inner child to a happier place, and you've realized that there was a lot of dreams in that inner child that man, they're possible still. So yeah, don't ever give up on yourself, especially on your dreams. And that's what this and it's going to bring you financial health. And it's financial health. I was going to say, I thought it said health. And I was thinking it said wealth, but yeah, either way, financial health is wealth, right? So yeah, and you see right here, you see the pink in here, that's like the heart chakra, and then you see like the purple here, and that's your crown chakra. That's what we've been talking about, and also the green is right here, and that's also heart chakra as well. So it's like realizing that how the chakras, and especially the you know, the lower chakras are very important, but I believe that you go from the bottom up, and that's how you have your I mean, I don't quote me on anything, but I would say that yeah, you would rise up like the lava through a volcano, and then you burst, you know, and that's kind of what I'm seeing in myself, but also just in what I believe in the chakra system. You can have deficiencies, but being able to be aware of all your chakras, being able to hone in where your deficiencies are, and being able to heal them, and being able to do it on your own, you know, and not needing to see some kind of a witch doctor or anything like that, or a healer. When you're enlightened, you can utilize these skills yourself, and through meditation and the practice of prayer and things of that nature, using stones. Right here we got every stone. This is all also in regards to the chakras. So it's just a wonderful way of looking at things, if whether you're religious or not, you know, and whether you go to church or not. I mean, this stuff is not This stuff is not going to be a replacement of what you already practice. I think it adds to it. So same thing with the chakras. You know, you can be at a level, but you can always add to it. You know, there's more than one way to eat a Reese's, as I guess what this card is saying too. So right here, and it's trust is the card here. I'm reading intuitively right here, and that's the way I mostly like to read. But I was watching a reader the other day, and she did a magnificent job, and she always does. But she also reads from out of the book, which is, it's giving a lot of respect to the author, and to, you know, the actual depiction of the picture, and it goes into very good detail. You know, and this trust is trusting that where you're going is gonna lead you to happiness, to utter joy, and that where you're going is gonna be a bold move. It's a bold move, and it's a risky move, and it's a daring move. So it's almost the leap of faith. But you know you have wings. You know you can fly. You know when you leap, you're doing this because you full-heartedly believe in it and in yourself as well. You know, and it's like, it might be chaotic out here, but you always have this beam of hope. You always have this beam that's always guiding you, always magnetizing you towards something. And you'll fight it as much as you can, bring on the chaos, but that beam always pulls you out of it. It always puts you in the right place at the right time. So trust that you're on the right path. Trust that you'll always be protected and guarded, and that you have angels around you. And I'd say 100,000 angels around you at all times, protecting you and guiding you and bringing you to safety, and bringing you to a place of safe haven. And that's what this new earth is going to be more guided around having a healthy planet. So yeah, safe haven for our bodies to live in, to dwell in. And this planet Earth, while we have this this idea of duality with our spirits being separate from our bodies, but together on the earth, on the planet, and then realizing the difference between the two, and being able to celebrate the blessings of planet Earth, and to take care of the planet, and to be more conscious of it. So yeah, I mean, trust. The more you trust in yourself, the more you're going to be able to trust in others as well. So this is also, you know, trust in your judgment, trust in your awakening, trust that all of this is making sense, trust that it's making sense for a reason, and it's guiding you to a new and better place than from where you came from. So yeah, that's a beautiful couple cards to come out in that as well. So, and it's definitely a spiritual practice of some sort, in some nature. So if you're watching this video, I believe that you should be looking into, you know, ways of healing. I believe that you're a healer. I believe that you're a starseed. I believe you have a reason to celebrate this, and that you have a soul tribe waiting for you. There's a soul tribe just on the other side of you, taking action, and this is a full-fledged action. And don't let anything hold you back, especially drama. You know, especially drama, that's being lifted. There's going to be no excuse for you not to move forward and to continue doing what you're doing. And this is joyful. This is great for me. This is an outlet for me, because I can see that how I'm helping other people. I've been doing a lot of personal reads for people, and I've been getting a lot of you know, good response from that. But also I'm being able to trust in my ability to tap into energy, and to bring things out, and to be completely honest with my expression of what I'm feeling, and what I'm seeing, and then how the cards play out with the energy, and being able to have that duality within the cards, and to address things, and to address intuitively how I can help. And it's not necessarily I'm doing anything, it's more bringing it to a static picture more into a clarity, so that they can see for themselves this bird's eye view and a glimpse of what it feels like of this duality nature, so that they can see what it is that they need to do, and go for it, and trust in themselves, and know that they're going to be supported, and know that there's going to be financial health on the other side of this, and it's going to be wild, it's going to be a roller coaster ride, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be healing chakras, something that they probably didn't really know much about, or stones, or ways of healing that was separate from just the religious practice of repentance, or whatever you want to call it. but which I'm not bashing against at all. And I think that repentance is actually a part of all of this, you know. So yeah, I think this just adds an element to it that makes it more real and connected to a spirit. Yeah. So yeah, I think that your opportunity here is. I don't think that opportunities, if they're for us, they necessarily just go away. But you have this fish jumping out of this bowl and looking at you and standing midair. I mean, if that is as weird as this picture looks, I mean, seriously. You have an opportunity, and it's like, do I? Or, like, come on now. That's a flying fish, and it's standing midair. It's like a hummingbird. Like, you go for it. Go for it. You got a hand behind your back. It's like you're like, should I? Should I stay blind and sit here with this right now? No, it's take action. Take action, jump for joy, and say, hallelujah, I'm awakened. X marks the spot. I'm the treasure. I'm going for this. Yes. So, yeah, celebrate. Gather your soul tribe and celebrate. This is something to celebrate. We're going to go to another deck right here. Since I brought up the stones, I think this is a good way to put a nail in the coffin on this reading, because, I mean, how much more beautiful is this, other than maybe, you know, the one thing that's lacking, which I don't think is lacking at all here. I think this is all about self-love. But maybe there's something that you would like to see in regards to love. So yeah, this deck right here is a very cool deck. But this is more for like the nail in the coffin is kind of what I like to use that for. So since we brought up love, let's see what love's got to offer. I mean, you're promised a lot of things here, and it's mostly about like a career change or a career endeavor that's going to bring you financial health. I mean, and it's with your skills and your enlightenment and your gifts, you know, of being able to tap into energy and be able to feel it or see it, or however your senses bring this knowledge to you, this enlightenment, you know. However that's being brought to you, I mean, this is for real. This is no coincidence. This is no like hokey pokey stuff. This is no like, oh, I'm going to put a spell on you. No, this is nothing of that nature, although that stuff is real. But I'm going to tell you, this is something that was given to you, and also it's given to you in the consciousness, you know, not just in your subconscious, but in your consciousness, right before you, right in front of you, right on you. To give you an actual shot and opportunity at having a fulfilled life, and more souls being able to do so. It's not a secret. Well, I don't know why people get this gift and then they keep it secret. Anything and everything that I learn, I want to teach it. I want to be able to share the wisdom, and to share and to be able to see others have success as well. I mean, totally. As an empath and as a lover of people and a lover of humanity, that's exactly what I want. I mean, I want to share the wealth. I want to share the abundance. I want to share myself, share my talents. So, and in regards to being this abundant, I mean, I can imagine it's hard to find a mate. You can come off as intimidating. You can come off as too good to be true. You can come off as the other person thinking that they're not good enough, that they can't match your level, they can't match your enthusiasm, they can't match your level of love and the things you give to others. But don't let that dim your light. Don't ever dim your light. You've been enlightened for a reason. You're going to attract in whatever it is that's for you. And the things that walk away and the things that reject you, rejection is God's form of protection. Just remember that. And I'll say it again: rejection is God's form of protection. So don't take things so to heart. You know, learn to be able to relax and kind of be more in comfort with yourself and express that true love that you have for yourself. You'll never be alone. You'll never be alone. So we're gonna give it another shuffle on this deck. We're gonna see what comes out of this here for love in this reading. Hey. There's some cards. We're just going to take them. Yep, those are the ones for love. So we have Taurus, the bombshell. So you are very attractive, or whatever you're bringing in as far as love is the bombshell. And it says earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, and worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. That is beautiful, and it looks like, I mean, it's of the earth sign, so you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you see back there Taurus is being extremely highlighted here, but yeah, very, very, very beautiful, and just knows what she wants. And so somebody that matches your frequency, matches your vibration. What a beautiful card right there. Yeah, and it is of Taurus. Yes, the bombshell. Didn't read that top part, but yeah, it's Taurus. Taurus, somebody of the Taurus energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be Taurus rising or anything like that. It could actually be part of their moon sign, or somewhere in their birth chart. So yeah, Taurus, very prominent and strong in their birth chart, or in yours. This is probably a depiction of who you are. The second one that came out was the second house of assets, and that's what we were discussing here. I think this is what's got to be achieved first. And when you achieve your assets, you come into a place of like being well known. You know, I mean, you know the wealthy people around in your neighborhood, in your community, whatever. They're pretty well known, and they're of high stature, and they also have high standards. They have high values, high morals. There's things that brought them there. The characteristics of being wealthy is a lot of people think it's because they're brats and they got the money handed down to us. Yeah, there's those, but you can tell those from those who actually put in the hard work and went within and develop this wealth and abundance before the actual coin came into their lives. So they're well developed people, and they're just they're I want to say highly revered people in your community, people that are highly respected by others and admired as well, and admired for their inner beauty, you know. And so let's see what the card says. It says material world, possessions, finance, talent, values, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, security, and aesthetics. So yeah, it's having all your needs met. I mean, this is luxurious needs as well, you know. When you reach that level of self, there's more things of yourself that you want to. The word that was coming to me, it just left me. The more of yourself that you want to pamper, I guess, is the next word that came to my mind, and or give attention to, or bring into more beauty. Yeah, there's the word. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and it's not coming. But anyways, yes. And then number 2. I mean, this is now getting closer. You know, so this is probably who you are, and being this, but then also having those needs met. But then there's the number 2. So this is the number 2 coming in, and then we have the next card. Ooh, Mars. And so we're going to look into this card right here. We got red lipstick and golden gloves. So this is yes, action. So now the need to have your second half, which is how the reading kind of burned down and boiled down into. You know, you got your wealth, and you got your enlightenment, and you got your gifts. But what about love? You know, and you realize, hey, yeah, I'm beautiful, I'm ready. You know, and here's, you know, this idea of 2, because there's two wardrobes here. You know, 2, I'd say, nightstands. You know, him or her, or her or her, or him and him, whatever it is, I don't care. But being able to have someone meet you in the middle, you know, meet you with the same intensity. So, and in this card right here, it says desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, sex drive. It's going to be somebody that maybe you see at the gym, somebody where you're expressing and being able to, maybe it's an athletic event, you know, where you do intramurals, something like that. It's going to be, you're going to start noticing people dressing up for these occasions when they're supposed to be going there to sweat, you know, and maybe you're doing that as well. I don't know, whatever it is, showing up to the gym in your best dress, you know, and working it out. I don't know what it is, but there's going to be a lot of passion and desire and a reason for you doing this. You're going to see a spark in another person as well, whether they're doing this or you're both doing this or you're just doing this. And anyways, but you're like, say it's at the gym and you start seeing somebody that's very attractive, so you start coming in with maybe new workout clothes, that are more maybe revealing. I don't know, but trying to spark some passion and some attention, and you definitely see it in another person, which gives you reason to put your gloves on and go fight for it. To put on that red lipstick to signal that you are ready for love, ready for passion, ready because of your development as a person, to bring in the right love. And I think that on this path here, especially on my own, is it's kind of got to be done on your own. You can't really be codependent on anybody, but being able to rise yourself up to the occasion. But I'm not saying that you're maybe you're not single now. Maybe you do have someone, but you can see the steps here and how that relationship developed. And so it's the same. It's the same as how things go, and it's like, being able to go after your dreams together. So say you are together already, and it's like you're realizing you're living out your dreams, and so I mean, you see here like the two people right there. It's in that depiction. You got Neptune in the background. But you got also the formation of rocks, it looks like, in there as well. So it's like coral reef or something like that. And you got some fish in there, but you got the two people that are come together. They are as one. So right here it says imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, magic. So it's going to be a master manifestation period of time where you get to choose whatever it is that you want. Whatever you prepare for and whatever you put into your mind is going to come. Whether that be of the bad or that be of the good. There's words in that depiction down there that are of both sides. So just keep your thoughts positive, keep your motor rolling, and keep the wheels turning, so you can manifest whatever it is that you desire into your life. And you can see here dreams, and I mentioned that earlier, to never give up on your childhood dreams. And so yeah, I mean, that's part of the card there, because you're going to step into what you always thought, but it's going to be better. It's going to be better than what you always had thought. So the position is going to give you a lot of empowerment, and it's going to give you this ability to work out of passion, but also out of compassion. It's going to give you this desire to pamper sides of yourself, but also pamper the side of another person, and to have equal give and take, to have reciprocity, and to be able to manifest together. What a powerful manifestation team when you can manifest together. A wonderful thing, and energetically, I think that's what we all want. We want to be able to have an equal partner that's manifesting the same dreams and manifesting the same things that we want, and not to be in total agreement, because I think disagreement's always good. It kind of goes against the grain a little bit on either side, but it allows us to grow. And we can't always just allow ourselves to be comfortable. So that's like this retirement thing. If we retire, don't allow ourselves to get comfortable. Keep growing. Keep allowing things to change, and allowing things to rock the boat. So don't be afraid to rock the boat, and to cause a little chaos, to see a little bit of the storm, but then to be able to manifest from a positive standpoint, to be able to see the negative as it's coming towards you, the chaos, maybe even drama coming towards you. You can flip that around before it reaches you. So yeah, being able to manifest is this ability, like a conveyor belt bringing boxes towards you, and say there's a bunch of small boxes and you're having to put this into a trailer, and so you're seeing these boxes come down the conveyor belt, but you can see a couple big ones. It's having that ability to have foresight of the big boxes coming, to ask for help, that you'll have people helping and celebrating you. And it'll be easy to ask for help. Don't just try and do things on your own. And maybe that's where you meet this thing in some kind of an activity where you're working and you're doing things and you're in the zone, you know, just like you would be at an athletic event, like I just discussed earlier, or at the gym. You know, you're in the zone. So it's just like that's where you're going to meet your energetic match, is when you're doing what you love. So, all right, that's my reading for you today. This is a collective energy. This is the 8-8 portal, and I wish you the best in your manifestation endeavors. And thank you for watching the video. We'll check back in soon. Thank you very much. Bye.